Waiting for Liberation by Krishna's Mercy. Teshamukta dharma jair mahabhagair maharshibhi agamishyati te ramasu punyamimam ashramam sate pratigrahitavya Saumitra sahitotithi tam cha drishtva varan lokanakshayanstvam gamishyasi. Quote, those great saints who are knowers of dharma and greatly fortunate spoke these words to me. Rama will visit your very pious ashram. Along with Saumitra Lakshmana, you should offer Rama the greatest hospitality as your guest. Thus, after seeing him as a benediction, you will ascend to the eternal realm. Shabari speaking to Lord Rama. Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kand, 74, Fifridis, 16. It is said that as soon as a person steps foot in the path of liberation, which has the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as its final destination, liberation is all but guaranteed. It does not matter from where the person comes. It does not matter their standing in society. It also does not matter whether they belong to a group traditionally aligned with the highest values in dharma. As long as their desire to connect with God, the person is earnest, is genuine, is real, and is not a bluff, they will eventually reach the desired destination. The conduit in this case is the spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada uses the term via medium to describe the Guru. We should otherwise be able to approach directly. After all, God is always with us. This has always been the case and will continue to be true into the infinite future, for as many births as we may find. Quote, the Vedic scriptures and the acharyas, or saintly teachers, are compared to expert boatmen, and the facilities of the human body are compared to favorable breezes that help the boat ply smoothly to its desired destination. Srila Prabhupada, Sri Ishopnishad, 3 purport. The Vedas offer the depiction of 2 birds sitting on a tree. This is how we can visualize the eternal truth of our connection to the Almighty. We are the first bird, who indulges, abstains, moves forwards and backwards, and then associates with the results. God is the second bird. He is always close by, but he does not interfere with the decisions of the first bird. Liberation begins with turning in the direction of the second bird, in finally realizing that our best interests are not in enjoying or suffering based on what we see on the tree. Our best interests are with that second bird. Quote, the Vedas, like the Mundaka Upanishad, as well as the Shvetashvata Upanishad, compare the soul and the supersoul to 2 friendly birds sitting on the same tree. One of the birds, the individual atomic soul, is eating the fruit of the tree, and the other bird, Krishna, is simply watching his friend. Of these 2 birds, although they are the same in quality, one is captivated by the fruits of the material tree, while the other is simply witnessing the activities of his friend. Krishna is the witnessing bird, and Arjuna is the eating bird. Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavad-gita 2.22 purport. As we have been in illusion since before we can remember, we require help in accessing that second bird. This should not be a foreign concept. In infancy, we needed assistance in walking, in talking, in eating, and sometimes in sleeping. We had to sit in classrooms for upwards of 12 years in order to be considered educated. It is not like this amazing light shone down on us to provide enlightenment. The genuine guru is so favorable upon the inquisitive disciple who is humbly disposed that liberation is easy to get. From the time of the connection, from hearing from the Tattvadarshi, and absorbing the information in an honest and rational way, it is like the boat of our journey across the vast material ocean finally points in the right direction. The correction we have been looking for all along has finally arrived. From the historical incident involving a female sage receiving 2 handsome princes as guests in the forest, we see that sometimes the spiritual guides might be so favorable as to make us wait for liberation. Though we can ascend to the higher realms, Akshaya Loka, whenever we want, due to the austerity we have implemented at their guidance, through the dedication and worship, we may stay here a little longer in order to experience something wonderful. Jatihin agjanma mahimukta kinhi asinari, mahamanda man sukh chahasi aise prabhu hibisari. Quote, the one who was without a caste, who took birth from a ground of sins. Even that woman was liberated. O you of greatly foolish mind, how can you desire happiness while forgetting such a Lord? Dohavali 156. As Goswami Tulsidas explains, at first Shabari had practically nothing going for her. She was not from a respectable family. It is rare for a woman to be accepted into circles of spiritual authorities who are known for their extreme penances. The odds were not in her favor, but because she kindly served the gurus, they were quite merciful upon her. They could have given her whatever she wanted, but they explained that she should first receive Sri Rama and his younger brother Lakshmana. Though the two brothers were princes, the meeting would take place in the forest. Though the two brothers were accustomed to the highest standard of food, they would be welcomed with berries. Since Rama is the Supreme Personality of Godhead kindly descending to this world as an avatara, there is no gap to fill. Rama requires nothing for his satisfaction. He is known as Atmaram. Still, that eldest son of King Dashrath gladly accepted the berries, as they were offered in a mood of devotion. Shabari described Rama as the highest of gods, Devavara. He is the one to really please, and so the gurus gave Shabari the greatest benediction in having her wait for that meeting. From there she was able to attain liberation without issue. In the same way, if we are diligent in our worship of the Supreme Lord under the guidance of the Guru, then liberation is all but assured. It may happen today, tomorrow, or after many years, but the reward will be worth the wait. We can humbly accept the same Rama and Lakshmana into our homes, regularly offering them the best of what we have, and through this devotion we can rise to the highest realm, Param Gatim. In closing, at any time could leave, but waiting to receive, with berries of the forest best, by meeting to be blessed. Gurus that opportunity foretold, how the future to unfold. Then towards eternals to go, the wise who liberation show.